year, same place. After closing out 2020 in San Antonio, the Lakers and Spurs are back at it to ring in 2021. Happy New Year, Laker fan.
3, 2, 1. The Lakers are the world champions. Will, he puts it up and slams.
Magic down middle, just what I thought. A hook shot at 12. Good!
Boy, was that a sensational pass by Magic.
Swing left, right hand, 12-footer.
Worthy guys on his belly. Magic scores.
Magic right side to Worthy. Slam.
Kobe's down the middle. He's in deep. Shows to Shaq. Slam dunk to put the champagne away and get out the bottled water because that's all they're going to drink on their way home.
3 straight NBA championships.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
Our goal is to win every night, and that's what it's all about.
Schroeder again attacks. Montrez cleans up. And an energy plus off the bench.
Game 2 of this 4-game road trip. Playing the Spurs once again, just about an hour away from tip-off on New Year's Day. It's 2021. Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Chris McGee, Big Game James Worthy, Robert Ory. We got Mike Bresnahan. We got Mike Trudell. Go ahead and put that on. Happy New Year, fellas. Big
Yes.
game 2021. He gone.
2021, baby.
New year.
I'm happy, man. It's a new year. Breath of fresh air, time to move forward, take care of some things.
Yeah.
Nice hat, Rob.
Bama
Thanks,
once
man.
again rolling. Rob, I know you like to kick off your New Year's Day with that.
Hey, what better way to start out with an Alabama win? Then we're going to get a Laker win.
Yeah.
It's a great New Year.
When you play Notre Dame, is it nice because you know you don't even have to sweat it? Like
Of
you don't
course.
even have to worry.
Notre Dame probably right now is so overrated. This program. I'm not. Oh, we're going to go on to something else. Because I want Notre
Time to
Dame
talk some
fans
Laker
start playing,
basketball.
man.
Hat looks good on you
Hat looks
backwards.
good, by the way.
It
Real
looks good
good.
on you backwards, too. You gotta
Some
turn
news
it
right out of the gate. Coming off a 26-point game on his 36th birthday, LeBron James, originally listed as questionable with left ankle soreness. He is going to play tonight. Every time LeBron hits the court, there's another record. He has 1,000 consecutive games with 10 or more points. Let's dive in a little deeper on that one. The longest streaks with 10 or more in NBA history. LeBron is leading, and it's not even really close. Michael Jordan is below him at 866 consecutive games, followed by Kareem, the mailman, and KD. He's been on this streak since January 6, 2007. After the win against the Spurs, LBJ discussed his approach to every game.
I just go out and try to prepare and be the best every night when I step on the floor. And if I'm in uniform, I got to do things to help our team win. And that's the scoring, rebounding, defending, assisting, doing the little things, and just be available for my teammates, throughout the course of the game when I'm on the floor and also on the bench. And I've been fortunate enough to do that in my career for the majority of it. I give a lot of credit to my teammates and my coaching staffs that I've had over the course of my career that has allowed me to be who I am and allowed me to use my influence, for the better of the team as well.
LeBron continued on his own record with 1,000 straight games, scored 1 point tonight. What's it like having a teammate that you know that you have the consistency, and there's more that he does than just scoring, but knowing you're going in to play a game and you're like, okay, well, I have this, and then we can build from there.
That's good because we're able to build a team and build our, our schemes around it. When we have a guy who knows he's going to consistently score at least 10 points, consistently, get assists and pass the ball, and a guy who's going to consistently rebound. Then we know what we have, and we're able to build on it and be able to make our schemes and make adjustments based off of that. So it's good when you have a consistent player, and it just makes our jobs a lot easier.
LeBron and I know we talked about this in the post-game show just a couple days ago, 1,000 straight games with 10 or more points. I mean, it's incredible, really. And it's not just incredible because of the 10 points, but he's always available. Big game. That's one thing we see with LeBron. And when he plays, he delivers every time.
Yeah, the one thing I heard from his interview there was I prepare. There's a lot that goes into that statement. I prepare. He always prepares no matter what. This first season here, he only played 55 games. They called him old, wrote him off. What did he do? He got back in the lab, start preparing again, getting his body ready, getting his mind ready.
Wash King.
And, he also prepares. I heard him say when he's available to play, he's always willing to get what he has. And I think even if he's not playing, I think he set the tone for what the team is supposed to do and how they're supposed to play. He's always leading, whether he's on the floor or whether he's, on the bench. So, yeah, I think the key word for him is preparation. So I'm not surprised at what his record has shown us over time. Getting to the finals as many times as he has, you're going to break some records if you continue to play that well.
Yeah, the crazy part about this is nobody will say anything if this was the one guy in the league that says, oh, I need to load manage. Because he's played more minutes than anybody, he's played more playoff games than anybody, and he has the right to load manage because he's carried his team. It's not like he's one of those guys that coming off the bench, not playing significant. He's out there for 30-plus minutes. So you got to really take your hat off to him and say, good job, guy, for all the time you take to prepare your body to be in this league, because it's a grind. I think about it, James, you and I still hurt, and we don't even play no more.
Right now. And, he's had some good players around him. Irving in Cleveland. I'm not trying to take away from the supporting cast, but for the most part, he's done it all by himself, leading teams. He hadn't had that three-headed monster that Golden State had, or the team that you guys had. He did it a lot at Cleveland. Of course, in Miami, he had a little help, but at Cleveland, and now he's got AD. He's got a good duo.
9 out of 10 years in the finals. It's crazy. And then the shortest offseason in history, and here he is, keeping it all going. Listen, the Lakers playing the Spurs once again. I know it's unusual during the regular season, but in the playoffs, it's the norm, and we saw it just a couple of months ago, James. What's kind of the advantage for a team when you play them 2 times in a row? What kind of adjustments are you seeing?
Well, the Lakers, snapped back from a loss, so, they were able to come into San Antonio prepared. I think the one thing is, a lot about their strengths, and it's hard to make major adjustments this quickly. So you pretty much go into it the game plan. San Antonio, without Marcus Aldridge, I mean, they were really hurting. So I expect them to really dig deep in the paint more, try to utilize that. Take advantage of the three-point when they have spacing. But I expect them to get out and run, take advantage of points in the paint because they're bigger, I think. And, Montrez, I think, is a player, too, that I think can do a little bit of domination inside.
Yeah, the thing about playing a team back-to-back is like in the playoffs. You can make adjustments. You can see, okay, this is what we need to do better, because they pretty much dominate the Spurs, but they could play better. There's room for improvement. And if you want to be a championship team, these are times that you say, hey, guys, let's exploit this, let's exploit that to make us better. So I'm looking at them to do what James just said, go inside and use Montrez, because Montrez, even though he got a couple of his shots blocked, he was still a beast in the paint.
All right, let's get you to Lakers reporter Mike Trudell, who joins us live down the hall to get you ready for the first game of 2021. Happy New Year's. Mike, how we doing?
Hey, Happy New Year to you guys. Nice to see you from, what are you, about 40 feet away through the
Tops.
walls here? Yeah, around there. All right, here in the green room. It's nice to see everybody as well. And with Frank Vogel, the thing that I wanted to start with him on was just what's the impact that Marc Gasol has had on the early season offense? You think that the Lakers, of course, last year did not have a stretch option at the 5 position, and it does seem to be helping things in terms of shot making, moving the basketball, some things that Big Spain is, of course, pretty good at. So here's Frank Vogel on that topic and others moments ago.
Yeah, I mean, both of those things, like you said, him being out there as a shooter has helped us, but also, the space that he gives us allows us to get in the paint with more ease. And, when you have a 5-out, ball handlers just have more space to make better decisions. So I think that is part of it.
And then to follow up on Dan's point, I know it's not a playoff setting, but is it harder to beat a team twice in a row just for human nature elements that are going to come into play?
Yeah, I think it absolutely is. I think there's a big psychological component to tonight's game, in particular with Marcus Aldridge out. And us having built an early lead last game. But, I think we saw in the second half what this team is capable of. And, we got to understand coming in tonight that, we have to be at our best to beat them.
Dave?
Allie, there's something on the screen. I don't know if that matters.
Okay.
Frank, LeBron's still listed on the injury report as questionable
with his ankle. I wanted to know if there's an update there. And then also, we're nearing the 1 month mark since you guys opened up training camp. I wanted to know if you could comment on how guys' conditioning and, wind is compared to when you first got the group back together.
Yeah, LeBron has some mild soreness in his ankle, but he's plenty healthy to play. So we'll continue to have him on the injury report, as long as there's some of that soreness. And in terms of the 1 month marker, I think we still have a long way to go with in terms of getting our legs under us and getting our conditioning where we want it to be. But I do want to credit the medical team and the coaches that have been doing the workouts. For just making the best of a difficult situation with the offseason. And I think they've handled the ramp up really well, and got these guys playing at a pretty high level.
All right, there's Frank Vogel. Now, it is going to be tough to beat a team twice in a row. That's not something you typically have to do in the regular season, just for the mental aspects that come into that. Nobody likes losing twice in a row, so there's a little bit more on the line there. But Vogel thinks that they can get past that. And, by the way, Gator, nothing on the screen. Frank, I appreciate him letting us know there, but it was good. We could see him just fine.
Everything was okay. Appreciate that, Mike. Let's start off 2021 the right way with a win. We're counting down to Lakers' first tip-off of 2021 at the top of the hour. One of the coolest moments in sports happened just 2 nights ago when Becky Hammon took over the reins on the Spurs bench.